On her wedding day, Megan stood at the altar in a white dress, waiting for a man who was never coming. While she was crying in front of 300 guests in Charleston, South Carolina, he was in Las Vegas, Nevada, drinking champagne and laughing with his friends. And when his friends finally asked him why, his answer shocked everybody. It's 7 a.m. in Charleston. The hall is already decorated, gold chairs, white flowers, a big banner that says, Jason and Megan forever. Megan is in her room getting her makeup done. She's smiling. She keeps checking her phone every few minutes. Her bridesmaid, Brittany, is fixing her veil. He's just running late, Brittany says. Men are always late. Megan laughs. She believes it. Same morning, but a 5-hour flight away, Jason is not getting dressed. He's not even in the state. He's sitting in a private cabana at a Las Vegas pool club with two of his closest friends, Mike and Chris. He's wearing swim trunks and sunglasses, not a suit. He orders a drink at 9 a.m. Vegas time. Mike looks confused. Bro, your wedding is in 5 hours. Charleston is the other side of the country. What are you doing here? Jason just smiled and said,
I'm not going.
Back at the hall, guests start arriving. Family members, aunts in big dresses. Megan's father is already in his suit, smiling, shaking hands. Megan checks her phone again. No reply from Jason. By 11, the pastor arrives. The decorators finish the last flowers. Megan's mother comes into the room. Has Jason landed yet? She asks. Megan shakes her head, still smiling. He'll be here. His flight probably just got delayed. Her hands are shaking slightly. By 12:30, guests are whispering. Some are checking their phones. The hall, which was full of laughter an hour ago, is now quiet and tense. Megan is still in her dress, standing by the entrance of the hall, looking down the road every few seconds. Her father walks up to her. Megan, maybe you should sit down. He's coming, Dad. Maybe his flight got cancelled. Something must have happened. But there was no cancelled flight. He was never on one. Back in Vegas, Mike pulls Jason away from the table, out of earshot. You need to tell me what is going on, right now. People are calling me asking where you are. Megan's family thinks something happened to you on the road. Jason finally looks up. His eyes are red, not from crying, but from drinking. Something did happen to me, he says quietly. 3 years of something happened to me. By 2 o'clock, the pastor has already left. Some guests have quietly gone home. Others are still there, just staring, not knowing what to say. Megan is sitting alone now on a chair near the altar, her veil still on, her makeup running down her face. Brittany sits beside her, holding her hand, saying nothing. Then Megan's phone rings. It's not Jason, it's Chris. She picks up, hands shaking. Megan, Chris says slowly. Jason is not coming. He's in Las Vegas. He's been there since last night. The phone drops from Megan's hand. Back at the pool club, Mike grabs Jason by the shoulder. You flew across the country to skip your own wedding? You left her standing there in front of everybody? Why, man? Just tell me why. Jason laughs, but it's not a happy laugh. It's bitter. You really want to know why, he says. Sit down. Let me tell you a story. He takes off his sunglasses. His voice goes flat and quiet, like he's been holding this in for years. You remember sophomore year? I was the guy who carried her books across campus in the rain. You used to make fun of me for it. I told her how I felt for the first time at Becca's birthday party, pulled her outside away from everyone, told her I really liked her. You know what she did? She laughed. Not a nice laugh. She walked back inside and told her friends, right in front of me, Jason just confessed his undying love. Everybody at that party laughed at me for a month. That was rejection number 1. I told myself, okay, bad timing. I'll try again. Valentine's Day the next year. I saved up 2 months of my paycheck. Booked a dinner at the nicest place in town. Had flowers delivered to her dorm that morning. She texted me an hour before, said something came up. I found out that night she was at a frat party with some guy from the lacrosse team. She posted the pictures herself, tagged her location, like she wanted me to see it. That was rejection number 2. Her birthday. Junior year. I got her this necklace. Wasn't cheap, I worked 2 jobs that semester. I gave it to her in front of all her friends because I was stupid and thought it would mean something. She opened the box, smiled that fake smile and said, Oh, Jason, you're so sweet, like a brother. Her friends laughed. One of them actually said, he really doesn't get the hint, does he? Right in front of me. Like I wasn't even standing there. That was rejection number 3. Jason's jaw tightens. Senior year, I heard her on the phone with her roommate. Didn't mean to hear it. I was outside the door, waiting to walk her to class, like an idiot still. She was laughing, saying, he's so desperate, it's actually kind of sad. I'd never date someone like that. Then she opened the door 2 minutes later and smiled at me like nothing happened. Like she hadn't just called me pathetic to my face behind a thin door. Graduation week, I asked her one last time, straight up, be my girlfriend. 4th time. She didn't even let me finish the sentence. She said, "Jason, I'm never going to feel that way about you. Please stop asking. It's embarrassing for both of us." 2 weeks later, she was dating a guy who barely knew her name. I watched them hold hands in the same hallway where she humiliated me a year before. That was the last time. After that, I left, moved to Seattle, new job, new gym, new everything. I didn't talk to her for almost 3 years. I actually got better. I actually healed. He takes a breath. Then, 8 months ago, out of nowhere, she's in my comments again. "Hey, stranger. I think about you sometimes. I was young and stupid back then," calling me baby, like she had any right to. His voice gets harder, colder. "And I checked the dates, Mike. I actually went back and checked. She started messaging me the exact same week my promotion hit the company newsletter. The same week a local business page posted an article about me. The same week everybody found out what I was making now. She didn't want me when I was nobody. She wanted me the second I became somebody. So I let her chase me back. I let her fall in love with the version of me she rejected 4 times. I let her plan the wedding, send the invites, tell her whole family she found the one. I let her feel exactly what I felt for 3 years, hope for nothing." He looked straight at Mike, "And today, I gave it back to her. I let her stand there and wait, and then I said no from 2,000 miles away in front of every single person she invited to watch." Mike stands up slowly, shaking his head. "Jason, that's not revenge. That's cruelty. What she did to you was wrong. I'm not saying it wasn't, but you just destroyed her in public in front of her whole family over something from years ago. That's not the same thing anymore." Chris says nothing. He just picks up his jacket and walks out of the pool club. Jason sits alone now, his bottle half empty, his phone buzzing non-stop with missed calls from Megan's father, from wedding guests, from numbers he doesn't even recognize. For the first time since that morning, his smile is gone. Back in Charleston, Megan is being helped into a car by her father. Her wedding dress is still on, her makeup is gone, wiped away by hours of crying. She doesn't say a word the whole ride home. A week later, the story is everywhere. Everyone in town knows what Jason did. Some people call him a coward. Some people, after hearing why, say Megan deserved it. Most people just feel sorry for everyone involved. Megan never speaks to Jason again. She deletes every photo, blocks every number, and 3 months later, she moves to a different state to start over. Jason keeps his money, keeps his new job, but loses every friend who was at that pool club with him that day. Mike doesn't return his calls. Chris never speaks to him again either. He got his revenge. He just never expected to be this alone afterward. Megan hurt Jason for years, in small, cruel ways, in front of people who laughed along with her. But Jason chose to hurt her in the worst way possible. If you were in Jason's shoes, would you forgive her? Let me know in the comments.